Delarite, my MVVs, welcome. This is not a warning. This will be final. I am completely exhausted. I am exhausted. They say, Oloris, we are there shaking as, the Lion of Odua spoke while, the begging was going on in the palace. She had called them and initiated and, proposed the initiation of a ritual that is called Ituwase, that is complete severity of their connection. Hi, Wahala. Now they said the council hall was full. Every elder seated, attendants, standing silently along the walls. The Oloris gathered in the back, their eyes restless and anxious. The weight of what, had just happened. What the Lion of Odua, had said, still hung in the air like, thick smoke. She had fainted and been carried away. Her family turning their backs, and now everyone sat with the knowledge that Ituwase was, no longer a story, but a reality that will soon come to pass. In that silence, the Lion of Odua, the great lion, rose from his seat, his tall frame, the crown resting on his head, his white robe flowing. He looked every bit the custodian of an ancient throne. His eyes moved slowly across the hall, and he said that I am exhausted. I am exhausted. I am completely exhausted. And no go fit they allow this thing to continue like this. I don't tire. The thing don't fool me. It don't reach me. I am done. I am done with this. He stood there. Him stand like the king when him be. I'm not saying him they huge. When him talk, you go no say him don't talk. He said that he is completely exhausted. That he doesn't even know what to do anymore. That he is tired. That he was employing the elders to go ahead and make arrangement for Ituwase to be carried out. They said he looked at them. When I remove your immunity, I thought humility would return. I thought you would look at yourself and remember the honor given to you as wives of the throne. Instead, you carried on with the same arrogance, the same fight, the same insult. You cannot raise your hands against my jewel. I will never allow that happen. You cannot raise your voice against this throne. I will never allow that happen. And still expect me to fold my arms? I will never fold my arms. You need to know that my authority is final. You are here because of me. You are here because I gave you a privilege, an opportunity of a lifetime. Yes, that is why you are here. If not for the privilege and opportunity, sorry about that sound, I gave you, you would not be here in the first place. I cannot tell you what to do. You decide you want to do your own. I say one thing, you argue with me. I say the next thing, you are fighting with me. I tell you to move downstairs. You did not ask the reason. You pinned it on my jewel. You make her responsible for everything, make her look bad before the people. She is quiet. She doesn't come for you. You keep going for her every time. You say things about her. You call her names. You call her diabolic. I would never. I was here when so much injustice was done to her. It will never, ever happen under my watch again. It will never happen under my watch again. They say the elders nodded in agreement. Their faces stained. One of them leaned forward. Kabiyesi, your patience has carried this palace longer than many kings would have endured. But it is true. Enough is enough. One of the elders spoke. The lion looked around again, his words slow and deliberate. Today, let every woman in this palace hear me. The case of Ebony is not the beginning and it is not the end. If rebellion continues, if peace, refuses to enter this house, Ituwase will not stop. This is not a trade. This is my last word. I am tired. I will not allow this throne to become a playground for envy and disrespect. At those words, fear spread visibly across the faces of the wise. Some lowered their heads, some began to whisper prayers under their breath. One of them was even trembling so hard her bangles clattered against each other. Ikpi stretched her hands towards the elders again, her voice breaking, please, Baba, please, Kabiyesi, I have heard. I will never again bring you sorrow. Let this be my last disgrace. But the thing is that Ikpi is always asking for the last chance. So this is not the first time. Ikpi is always asking for the last chance. Ikpi is always begging. Ikpi will say, I will never again. But you see, Ikpi would. Della, right, you remember that time where she went and brought that big chief from their state? Every time people are begging. You see, recently, even the immunity removal, you saw the way her own immunity was removed, okay? There was nobody to beg for her again. Who wants to continue to beg when you're well aware that she will do the same thing over and over again? What are you begging for? What is it? When you know that she's not ready to stop, she's not ready to give up all of this fight. Fighting every day and fighting. They said an elder, turned towards the wife. His staff raised a little. Do you not hear, Kabiyesi? Do you not understand? He said, this is the end of patience. If you want to remain, then remain with humility. If you want to fight, then prepare for Ituwase, because no one will save you when it comes. His eyes lingered on Ikpi, then on the other wives who were shaking in their seats. They said, the lion sat down slowly again, his face unreadable, but the silence in the hall told everyone that the matter was no longer negotiable. For years, they had tested his patience, but that patience had run out, okay? Now, every wife in the palace knows that one wrong step would erase her name, not, just Ebony. Like this whole thing happening, it's not just about Ebony. Others are beginning to really humble themselves. But like I will always say, when the God wants to buy you, he will make you go mad first. That is exactly what is happening, because I don't understand why you will be in a place like that, a traditional community. You want to continue to fight. Your fight is all on the jewel. What has the jewel ever done to you? She was in her house. You decided to come and enter. Now your anger is that she did not pack. She did not decide not to come. She did not. What is it? And if you see what the lion is doing, the lion is trying everything to ensure that he saves his marriage with the jewel. He doesn't want that woman to be out of his life. He wants to keep that woman forever. He loves the woman. He has a spiritual connection to the woman that is even affecting the way the throne works. And you continue to fight and fight and fight. What is the fight for? They say some of the attendants whispered later that day that it was the first time they had seen the great lion so tired, so done with excuses, so final. For the wives, it was the sound of the closing of a door that, unless they change completely, the fire of Ituwase would consume them one by one, because it looks like the great lion has made up his mind. And recently, every time he says something, he sees it to the end. And now this is a new fight that they are going to fight. And oh God, you see, at the end of the day, I think this whole thing will end. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media, should not be seen as fact.